Imagine this. You wake up one ordinary morning, checking your phone like always, and suddenly a notification pops up that freezes your heartbeat for a second. Australia has just announced a visa so powerful, so insanely fast, and so unbelievably career-changing that people are calling it the biggest immigration shockwave of 2025. A visa that doesn't ask you to wait years, doesn't force you to depend on employers, doesn't trap you in endless paperwork. Instead, it opens a door so wide that the world's top talent is already racing toward it. Imagine a future where your skills are no longer ignored, where your talent becomes your ticket, and where Australia itself, one of the most advanced countries on the planet, is literally saying, "We want you, and we want you now." This isn't hype. This isn't speculation. This is real, official, and happening right now, one of the biggest opportunities the world will see this decade. Welcome back to US Visa Corner, the channel where we bring you the most authentic, verified, and timely updates from the world of global immigration and government policy. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most game-changing announcements Australia has made in years, the National Innovation Visa 2025. A completely redesigned fast-track pathway created specifically for exceptional talent, visionaries, innovators, researchers, founders, tech professionals, and brilliant minds whose skills can reshape Australia's economic future. What you are about to hear could genuinely transform your career, your lifestyle, and your long-term future in Australia. This new visa doesn't just reward talent, it rewards impact. It doesn't just accept skilled people, it seeks them out. If you have ever dreamed of moving to Australia, if you have ever wished for a direct route to permanent residency without waiting in long queues and without depending on employer sponsorship, then what you hear today might be the biggest turning point of your life. The world is entering a new era driven by technology, innovation, and competition for the brightest global minds. Countries everywhere are fighting to attract exceptional talent, and Australia has decided it will no longer sit on the sidelines. Instead, it is stepping into 2025 with a bold, ambitious, and strategically powerful immigration vision. The National Innovation Visa is not just a visa, it is a statement, a declaration that Australia wants the world's top thinkers, creators, and innovators not in 10 years, not in 5 years, but right now. This is why the entire framework has been redesigned to be simpler, faster, and far more efficient than the systems that existed before. To understand how big this moment truly is, you need to understand what has changed. For years, talented professionals around the world faced slow processing timelines, unclear criteria, and often overwhelming documentation requirements when applying for visas that acknowledged innovation or exceptional ability. The old system was powerful, but complicated. The new system is powerful and clear. The National Innovation Visa is structured to identify individuals who can contribute to Australia's high-growth sectors and future-focused industries. These include advanced technologies, renewable energy, cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, medical research, quantum computing, defense innovation, engineering excellence, financial technology, and more. If your work, your research, or your achievements fall within these categories, then your chances of qualifying instantly increase, and this is where the real magic begins. Under the new system, recognition of your global achievements becomes a core part of your eligibility. This means awards, major contributions, research impact, leadership roles, innovation outcomes, patents, publications, startup creation, significant industry influence, or documented professional excellence can all strengthen your case. Australia is essentially saying, if you can help advance the future, you belong here. But this visa goes beyond talent itself. It rewards individuals who are ready to be part of Australia's next economic leap forward. This means Australia wants people who bring not just skills, but potential. People whose work has already shown a pattern of impact. people who can contribute to innovation ecosystems, research institutions, advanced labs, technology hubs, science precincts, and high-growth companies. One of the biggest advantages of the National Innovation Visa is the clarity and transparency it offers. For years, applicants in the innovation and global talent categories struggled with uncertainty. Now, Australia has set clear expectations. The focus is on measurable value, demonstrated expertise, and proven capability. The second major advantage is speed. Traditional visa routes can take months or even years to process, especially if multiple steps or employer involvement is required. But the National Innovation Visa is designed to cut through this bureaucracy. Fast-track processing has been built into its core, giving global talent a smoother path toward residency. The priority processing principle means that deserving applications will not be stuck in long queues. Instead, Australia is building a system that actively accelerates the entry of innovators who can make an immediate contribution. Then there's the third major advantage, the pathway to permanent residency. Many visa categories require sponsorship, extensive work experience inside Australia, or long periods of temporary residence before becoming eligible for permanent status. The National Innovation Visa flips this traditional model. Instead of temporary pathways that eventually lead to residency, this visa is structured as a direct avenue toward PR for those who qualify. Imagine being able to bring your family with you, to live in one of the safest and most stable countries in the world, to enjoy universal health care, world-class education, and a quality of life that consistently ranks among the best. For many people, PR is not just a document, it is security, it is stability, it is a promise of a better future. And Australia is offering this promise to those who can bring value, insight, intellect, and innovation into the country's future. Let's talk about the importance of impact. Australia does not simply want professionals who perform well, it wants professionals whose work carries weight. This is why the visa recognizes major contributions, exceptional accomplishments, and influence in one's field. If you have shaped your industry, if your innovation has led to breakthroughs, if your research has been cited, if your leadership has driven growth, or if your work has pushed boundaries, then this visa has been designed with you in mind. But what does innovation mean in the context of immigration? It does not mean that you must have invented a groundbreaking technology or created a billion-dollar company. Innovation, in Australia's definition, also includes the ability to improve systems, increase efficiency, develop new solutions, solve critical problems, lead high-value initiatives, or contribute meaningfully to emerging industries. This means a data scientist working on machine learning algorithms, a cybersecurity analyst stopping modern threats, a renewable energy engineer optimizing systems, a biotech researcher advancing medical treatment, a fintech specialist improving digital banking, or an AI developer shaping automated systems could all qualify under the innovation criteria. What makes this even more powerful is that Australia understands the reality of global talent. Not every innovation is public. Not every achievement is published. Not every major accomplishment is packaged with awards. Sometimes innovation is the silent force behind an organization's success. The National Innovation Visa allows applicants to document these behind-the-scenes contributions. Your letters of reference, employer verification, project outcomes, research involvement, patents, citations, product launches, code development, performance metrics, academic influence, leadership responsibilities, or entrepreneurial projects can all serve as evidence. Australia is widening its scope to recognize innovation in every form, not just the kind that makes headlines. Now, let's look at how the fast-track PR advantage works. Traditional pathways in Australia often require multiple steps. First, you apply for a temporary visa. Then you gain work experience. Then you apply for state nomination or employer sponsorship. Then you wait again for PR approval. This can take years. The National Innovation Visa compresses this entire journey into a simplified, streamlined system. If you meet the eligibility criteria, you don't have to prove years of local experience. You don't need an employer to sponsor you. You don't need to wait for points assessments. You don't need to sit through long queues. Your accomplishments speak for you. Your achievements open the door. Your innovation becomes your pathway. This is especially beneficial for high-skilled applicants who want certainty. A clear route to PR is something extremely few countries offer, and Australia's new system positions it among the leaders in global immigration policy. Another important part of this visa is its future orientation. Australia is not only focusing on industries that exist today, it is focusing on industries that will define the next decade. Emerging technology fields, scientific breakthroughs, advanced computing, environmental transitions, and modern defense strategies are all shaping the Australian workforce of 2030 and beyond. If your expertise belongs to the future, Australia wants you in the present. Now, let's talk about competition. With such a powerful visa, demand will be extremely high. The world's brightest minds, top researchers, engineers, developers, scientists, and high-skilled professionals will be targeting this visa. This means the earlier you understand the system, the better your chances. The criteria will be strict. But strict does not mean impossible. It means deserving. If your work is meaningful, if your achievements are real, and if your value is clear, then 2025 could be your year. This visa is built for people who rise above average, people who think differently, who build differently, who create differently, people who lead, people who innovate, people who shape the world, not just follow it. The global competition for talent is at an all-time high. Canada, the United States, the United Kingdom, Germany, and Singapore are all designing new pathways to attract global innovators. But Australia's National Innovation Visa is unique because of its direct PR potential, streamlined processing, transparent criteria, and long-term future-focused vision. For applicants from developing countries, this visa could be life-changing. For applicants from advanced economies, this visa could be career-defining. For entrepreneurs and founders, it could be business-building. For researchers, it could be breakthrough-accelerating. For professionals, it could be stability-creating. Australia is not just offering a visa, it is offering a new life. Imagine working in a country where innovation is encouraged, where research is funded, where diversity is valued, where the economy is strong, and where your professional growth aligns with national growth. Imagine raising your family in a country with world-leading schools, universal healthcare, extremely low crime rates, clean cities, a stable economy, and a peaceful lifestyle. Imagine building your career in a place where your skills are not only valued, but celebrated. This is the opportunity the National Innovation Visa brings. Outrow. If there was ever a moment to dream big, this is the moment. If there was ever a time to take action, this is the time. The National Innovation Visa is more than a program. It is an open invitation for the world's brightest minds to build their future in Australia. The doors are open, the opportunity is real, and the competition will be unstoppable. Your skills matter, your talent matters, your innovation matters. But none of it will change your life unless you take the next step. So if you believe your achievements deserve a global platform, if you believe your innovation deserves recognition, and if you believe your future belongs in a country that values brilliance, then this could be the most important chance of your career. Stay informed, stay prepared, and stay connected with Visa Corner because we will continue bringing every major update, every requirement breakdown, and every opportunity that can change your future. Your journey to Australia might begin today, and sometimes one decision, one moment, is all it takes to transform your entire life.